a whole other thing I'm bringing in, and it's industrial. Another style yet again, which is absolutely great to me. And so because I did this, I thought the lighting here should be a little bit more organic again. So these I find very nice. They remind me of a bell. There's sort of a modern look to them. But what's nice about them is that this is very smooth and it's very grained and almost engineered. And this is, again, a little bit rougher, a little bit raw. And it's very neutral. Even the shades are quite neutral. But what it affords is the extra lighting that I didn't necessarily bring into that room. So now the light goes into that room, and it also helps in this room also. So this piece, guess what it is? It's a divider. If you have this big flipping room that never ends, it is your divider. And it's a casual divider, and what I like about it is that it's open-sided. So it's not this big, heavy wall of a piece of furniture with cupboard doors on it and so on and so forth. And it's not a grand piano. So this is kind of cool. And it acts and works extremely well. It means that if I'm dining here, I could absolutely put my platters on here, my soup tureens, my turkey platters, so on and so forth. And believe it or not, it could become my bar.
Your bar.
It could be such a good bar, I can't even tell you. The bottles of wine could be there, the ice bucket, the extra glasses, the plates, the blah, 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 blah. Fantastic. And then I found some natural boxes. Do we know what these are? I think a banana leaf or something interesting like that. Doesn't matter. But they're very organic. They're very organic again. So what's nice about that is that if I'm going to use them, I'm going to pile 2 of them. I'm not going to do 1. I'm going to do 2 because it gives me, instead of a lot of stuff, just gives me one shape there, and all the color of that is very cohesive. Now remember, that's to give you decorating ideas. You don't have to do that because over the holiday season, that probably would be nice left bare. And the turkey platter could go and sit right there if you don't want to keep on going to the kitchen all the time to serve your guests. It would be lovely to have some stuff there. All right, so this is my divider that can be used in a hallway. It can be brought from the hallway and used here if you wanted to do that over the holidays. It could be something that could be in a bedroom. It's the kind of piece of furniture that would work absolutely everywhere. So now I find that you have to really decide if you're going to divide the space up into 2/3, a half, what works best for you. And a lot of people over the holidays need a bit more room in the dining part. So that's why this is a little bit larger, and my rug is definitely a larger piece on the floor. Absolutely lovely. Natural greens on an ivory background with a little bit of that interesting yellow again. Look at the way that it correlates. Look at the way that it goes from one to the other. Do my carpets have to match in the same room? Absolutely, please don't. That would be so nasty. But if you've done it, it's fine. Silly, what was I saying? But what I love about it is that the paisley over there in the yellow, on that sort of smoky color, is repeated in a new and different way. It's more floral instead of paisley, but it balances quite well. And that yellowy, muddy, poopy old yellow, which I love so much, is there again. So I'm thrilled about that. And I would tell you that your rug really, on that side, get at least the front feet of your sofa on that rug. And get at least half on, half off with your chairs. But don't buy a rug so that it sits in the middle of and the furniture's not on the rug. Because then it never looks right. And what happens is that if you buy a rug that's large enough, then it delineates the space very naturally. And it just immediately looks right. So if you're not sure what size of rug to buy, get yourself a single sheet and then get yourself a double and a queen and put it down until you find the size that seems to look right in that space rather than bringing home 18 carpets. So this one has a natural, very beautiful ivory ground to it, And I got it so that it was large enough that when I get up from the table, my chairs are pretty well still on, and they really would be. I pushed this whole table over quite a bit. So I have tons of room to push my chair in and out. You do not want to be taking your chair out and then trying to get it back in, and I'm fighting with the edge of the carpet. So this certainly is so much better. And the table is definitely a Provençal, a French, beautiful, beautiful looking oak and painted base. You could paint the entire thing if you wanted. You could decide that this leg should be the oak also, but the look of it is really very casual. That's what I like most about it. This is fantastic if somebody wants to have a great table in there. Here's my kitchen, and here's my dining area for my family, and there's my family room. And this is a lovely, lovely choice for that. But I thought it would be beautiful in this setting. And what I'm going to go to immediately before I start going through the entire rest of it is that I wanted to show you that there are many, many chairs that one could choose for this table. The moment you choose this, it becomes the real deal. It's very Provençal. But if you decide that you're going to go with a Parsons in an ultra suede or a velvet that has a button tufting, then it changes it again. Because this is more contemporary and the Parsons is so clean. So it's nice to know that actually the table is quite happy to live with a lot of different styles. It doesn't feel that it needs to be